Hi there, and welcome back to Dragoony's Bites. Today, we're making a rich and flavorful venison goulash, inspired by my grandma's recipe. Perfect for a cozy meal, it's loaded with tender venison, savory onions, and luscious sauce. So, let's dive in! First, take your venison, about 1 kilogram, and cut it into chunks. We'll need this nice and tender, so make sure to trim away any silver skin or tough bits. This recipe works well with other wild game too, but keep in mind that tougher cuts might need a bit more time to soften. Dice 400 grams of pancetta into smaller cubes, as well as 300 grams of onions. This will add a beautiful depth of flavor to our goulash. Start by browning the pancetta in a dry pan. Put the pancetta in while the pot is still heating up. This allows it to release its fat. Cook it until it gets nice and crispy. Then remove it from the pot and add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Next, brown the venison chunks in batches on medium-high heat, making sure to get a good sear on each side. This step locks in all the flavors and gives the stew a rich base. When you add each batch, season the meat with a pinch of salt and black pepper. Once the meat is browned, remove it and set it aside. In the same pot, add 1 tablespoon of olive oil, followed by the chopped onions. Season them with a pinch of salt and pepper. Sweat the onions over medium heat for about 5 minutes, stirring occasionally. You want them soft and translucent, releasing their sweet aroma. Now, return the venison and all the juices back to the pot. Mix well and squeeze in 1 large clove of garlic. Add the crispy pancetta back into the pot and stir to combine. Next, stir in 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, half a tablespoon of dried sage, half a tablespoon of dried marjoram, 1 sprig of rosemary, 1 sprig of thyme, 2 whole cloves, half a teaspoon of sweet paprika, and grate in a pinch of nutmeg. Mix thoroughly so all the spices can mingle with the meat. Pour in 250 milliliters of white wine and 125 milliliters of red wine. This helps deglaze the pot, lifting up all the flavorful bits from the bottom. Stir everything together, cover the pot with a lid, and let it come to a simmer. Lower the heat to low and cook for about 2 hours, stirring every 30 minutes or so. After 2 hours, remove the sprigs, cloves, and meat, setting the meat aside. Blend the sauce with a stick blender until it's nice and smooth. You can use a regular blender too, just be careful with the hot liquid. Set the sauce aside for a moment and bring the pot back to the heat. Return the venison to the pot along with the blended sauce. Stir well and let it simmer for another 4 minutes to melt the flavors. Finally, stir in 2 tablespoons of sour cream for a creamy richness and cook for additional 2 minutes. And just like that, it's ready to serve. I love to serve this with hearty bread dumplings and a dollop of cranberry jam on the side. The sweetness of the jam complements the savory flavors beautifully. Leftovers, if there will be any, can be stored in the fridge for up to 3 days or frozen for later. Just use an airtight container. And there you have it, a delicious venison goulash, just like my grandma makes. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you give this recipe a try, let me know how it turns out in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tasty bites from my kitchen. Until next time, bye bye!